WWF Bad Blood, 1997. Back when cage matches were cage matches, man. Back when they had some grit, some anger, some violence, soap opera-y conflict between two undead brothers, one of which was burned in a funeral parlor. Like, that's all I ask from cage matches, from cell matches. I feel like we get almost none of that anymore. But this show is a wacky one. It's got some of the best and some of the worst of 1997. There's people dying. There's first ever Hell in a Cells. There's title matches. There's flags. There's little people. There's gangs. 1997, man. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive now as well, because you're here. Glad to have you. Strap in. It's the Apron Bump Podcast. Yeah.
It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock this. Let's get started.
What's up, everybody? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the Apron Bump Podcast. I'm your host, the hardest part of the ring, Kyle. How is everybody doing today? Ready for season 4, I guess, of the Apron, but not really seasons, but episode 301 on deck for you. You thought I was done, didn't you? Nah. Not by a long shot, pal. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about. A lot of peak eras that were just in. If we can just step back for a second, we're going to talk about Bad Blood 1997 in probably too much detail, but let's just take a step back for one quick moment. If you're a fan of the Apron Bump, you are just you're like a pig in shit right now. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not a fan of the Apron Bump, well, you must have hit this on accident. But hey, now that I got you, subscribe, follow at Apron Bump on all the social medias. We got weekly episodes here, chronologically living through various timelines in wrestling across 4 different decades, promotions big and small, all across the world. Relive your nostalgia. Find something new. All of this is episodic and chronological. We cycle through different timelines and promotions and styles of wrestling. It's a hoot. But I bring this up because, we are fall of 1997. The Monday Night Wars are at a fever pitch right now. This is a big, I would say, we talk a lot about this in the show. Probably a big turning point here, or at least we're maybe approaching it, or where it was kicked off maybe with this show, because we got major storylines just hatching here at Bad Blood or around Bad Blood. Mainly Steve Austin versus Vince. Of course, we got Undertaker and his debuting brother kicking off their little conflict on this show. We got a lot of people on the way out. We got, on Raw, Jim Cornette had this 3-minute rant on WCW. We're in a really volatile time. ECW's over there doing God knows what. God and us, if you follow the Apron Bump, because we cover that as well. But crazy time in wrestling. We're also covering TNA peak late 07 into early 08 TNA. We are getting into 2005 Ring of Honor pretty soon. My goodness. 2017 European, the European wrestling explosion on the indies. We got Mordecai era in WWE. What sense isn't satiated by this podcast at this point? So not to just pat myself on the back, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. I don't know why I'm going so hard at selling the podcast right out of the gate here. We got Bad Blood 1997 to talk about here. Like I said, I pretty much laid it all out there in the first couple seconds of this episode. We got the first ever Hell in a Cell between Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. And if you're like me, you might be asking yourself, hardest part of the ring, what the hell else is on this show? Well, I'll put it this way. There's a reason you don't hear about the rest of this show. Bad Blood 97, it's known for 2 things. It's known for the first ever Hell in a Cell, and it's known for Brian Pillman, which we will also have the unfortunate responsibility of talking about on this episode. But the way that they handled it is just, man, again, I don't want to be too duplicative of what we talk about on the pod. So maybe I should just stop yapping and get to it. But first, let me give a big old juicy shout out to my two guests on this episode. Matt Ritter from Getting Off and Juss from the GETCHO podcast. Oh my goodness, what a menage a trois we have on deck here. I've had both of these gentlemen on several times, two of my favorite guests. And now we just mash them together. And it's just a beautiful, what's the word? Combustion? Explosion? Bukkake? It's one of those, or maybe all of those things. But we had a hoot talking some 97 WWF, but go follow them. Go check out the Getting Off podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, as well as live on Twitch, YouTube, all of that stuff. If you love horror stuff, you're gonna love Getting Off. Even if you don't like horror movies, you'll have a good time listening to Matt and all of his assorted castmates talking about various scary films. And then, of course, Juss from the GETCHO podcast. Listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts, as well as also live on YouTube, Twitch, Tout, all that stuff. Putting their very silly, fun spin on this wacky world of professional wrestling. So go check out the GETCHO podcast. Go check out Getting Off. Go check out all of their stuff. Follow them on all the socials. All of that in the description. I feel like I'm babbling, so maybe we should just hit the show, shall we? WWF Bad Blood 1997. Hold on. I almost. That's me holding my horses. Real quick, make sure you stay tuned to the end of the episode, where the hardest promotion battle of 1997 continues, where we pit WWF against WCW against ECW, another three-way of sorts. We compare the three major US promotions in 1997. We see who's doing the best, who's doing the worst as of this point in time. So as of October 1997, we see who's in the lead, who's not in the lead. As of right now, we'll touch on the scoring system and the criteria when we get to it. But as of right now, WCW is in the lead with 29 points. ECW in second with 25. WWF in last place with 4 points. But we still got a few months left, a few pay-per-views left. So Bad Blood, we need a barn burner of a show here for WWF so they can get back into this bad boy. And whichever company has the most points at the end of 1997 receives a purchase from myself, not from myself, by myself, of a championship belt of that respective company. So as you can see behind me, I have the old WWF Intercontinental Championship from 1996, because in 1996, WWF was hardest based on best in rings, out of rings, characters, storylines, bell-to-bell stuff, best wrestlers, worst wrestlers. We did all of that comparison in 1996, and we're going to continue that in 1997. We have been. Again, we'll get in more detail when we get there, but stay tuned to the end of the podcast for that. All right, let's get to it. Bad Blood, 1997, with myself and Matt Ritter and Juss from their podcasts that I referenced previously. Hey, Juss, are you cut or uncut? Can't hear you, so I'm going to assume uncut.
Yeah, no,
this fucking guy. First, he doesn't show up. Then he doesn't turn his mic on.
I don't know if you've ever had lumpia, but it looks like an uncut. So I'm gonna say that's what we're dealing with.
I've had more lumpia than probably anything in my life. So
the best way to have lumpia is to like eat it with no hands, and you kind of have to like. Okay.
No, continue. I was intrigued. No hands. I want to know the technique because we always have it for Thanksgiving.
I think it's best visually.
What sound does it make?
I think it's best visually if we all do it together.
Yeah, you first.
So let's all take the lumpia.
Yep.
You know, and okay.
Well, that's just a video I have now from my spank bank. Thank you for that.
Well, anytime that like people talk about on Twitter, like, "Oh, what'd you think about this match? What do you think about this match?" You can just post that GIF of me, like, "Oh, this is what I think."
Right. And everybody's going to be like, I agree with that. Big thumbs up. All right over there, Justin?
Yeah.
You were silent when you did that. Are you silent for like all things?
I guess I have to make an OnlyFans for people to find out.
I'm intrigued. I imagine it's like anime noises. You know what I mean?
Anime noises, Power Ranger noises, it's golfing time, swallow time.
Sure.
Listen,
these are all great title suggestions, by the way.
In 2026, just OnlyFans, subscribe to me, daddy.
Can you do the face where you stick your tongue out and cross your eyes?
You know what? I actually learned that for you. So you have to show me how to do it. I can't quite master all of that at one time.
I feel like I have a short tongue. Do you guys have what kind of tongues you guys working with? You know what I mean? Gilligan fucking Gene Simmons down here. What's going on, brother?
There you go, boy.
Oh, congratulations, Miss Ritter.
That had maneuvers.
I was gonna say there was a reason she married me.
That had biceps to it. Good Lord. Good gravy. Didn't know what I was dealing. Didn't know I was dealing with a.
Are you saying I have the Scott Steiner of tongues?
Ooh, you're more like the who's on this show? You're more like the Kama Mustafa of tongues. No, we're the Max Minis. Just come on.
I will say my tongue does move like D'Lo Brown.
Oh yeah, okay, and then it also paralyzes people. So.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Who's with me? But that's not the tragedy we're here to talk about today. It's a different one. Bad Blood. 1997. Appreciate you guys both joining in, by the way. I think you both separately were like, hey, I want to get into some Bad Blood 97. I was like, well, let's make it a little menage a trois action. And looking forward to it.
It was Justin's first. When I asked, when I threw it out there, you said, well, Justin already claimed dibs on that. And I said, well, fuck Justin. Let me do it. And you said, I'll let you both do it. And I said, all right, well, I guess that's okay.
Come on. This is a better team right here. This is the team,
Yeah. Is it a team or is it more of like a cuck chair situation?
Hey.
But who's in the chair?
It's whatever you like.
That's what I was just going to ask. Who's in the chair here?
I think that's up to the listeners to decide.
I feel like this is musical cuck chairing. It's just a rotation.
Cuck chairing. I think that's just a threesome, I believe, with taking breaks.
Yeah, it's a threesome with breaks. So the music plays, and when the music stops, whoever gets in the chair gets to watch, and then the other two go at it.
Well, that just sounds pleasant.
Some of us might need a breather, in between some of these.
Have you ever seen those porn videos where like they do rock, paper, scissors, or like flip a bottle? And if you flip the bottle and it lands up, then you get to go have sex until the other person can flip the bottle and it lands up, and then you have to switch. So you only have as long as it takes until they go.
Buddy, I'm just trying to jerk off and get out. I'm not trying to watch a game show. I'm not here for 45 minutes trying to be captivated by games. No.
See, now that I'm just
trying to be the person that they're rock, paper, scissoring for,
Love a good scissor. Love a good scissor.
Gosh, that's good. That's good. See, that's like a Squid Games porno right there. That's what we need,
That has to have already been made, no?
You think so? Okay. Next watch along.
Squid Games porno. Well, while I look that up.
There is one. I've seen it.
Oh, there is?
No research needed. Thank God we have our little encyclopedia over here.
You're welcome.
Glad to have you. Well, I have no bad blood with you for looking that up. Speaking of which, In Your House, which I forgot this was In Your House, by the way. Bad Blood. 97. What'd you boys make of this show? Fans, not fans? Just overall thoughts.
I'll go first so Matt can go last. Me, I know that this is probably your first time watching this, right, Kyle?
I've seen the Cell match before, but otherwise, yes.
Okay, so like I know me and Matt basically are true Attitude Era kids. So like, from our perspective, like when this came out, this is like head over heels, like better than what was WCW doing at that time. This is like, I guess a lot of people want to put certain eras of WWE, like where they really turned on WCW. But for me, I don't know, maybe Matt can agree. This is really the turning point. Like this midway part of 97 is really when they start like, okay, we have the product that we want, and we have the people we know that we want to put in the main event that could actually like beat WCW, and they just went full on with it, you know. And for me, this was just like still. I mean, the rest of the pay-per-view is kind of cheeks, but it all pays off with the Hell in a Cell match. And yeah, to me, even though this is the first one and people ought to think about the Mankind and Undertaker, I still like this one a little bit better.
Sure. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Matthew, thoughts?
Yeah, you could throw this whole pay-per-view out except for the main event.
I really thought there was some okay stuff, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but it was okay. It wasn't good. So like I was looking because equivalents, right? This was October 5th, 1997. So this is technically going kind of sort of head to head with what would be Halloween Havoc, which I think is the 26th of the same month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that you're not there yet, so I don't want to give spoilers, but like you had some good matches coming up on that pay-per-view for Halloween Havoc.
I mean, you got Eddie and Ray, of course.
However, you got Eddie and Ray, you've got Jacqueline versus Disco Inferno, which I know you've covered extensively. And then Diamond Dallas Page versus Randy Savage. So like,
yeah,
which is actually, you talked about that already, didn't you?
I talked about their previous two matches. I think this will be the third of their trilogy.
Because Randy versus DDP over DDP's wife being in a Playboy is my favorite story and series of matches that WCW told the entire time I was doing Return to Wrestling. However, your main event is Roddy Piper versus Hollywood Hogan in a steel cage match, and that is dog shit.
Age in a cage.
We got here. Dog shit compared to what we got here tonight for our main event. So,
do you guys think, because obviously Bad Blood 97, it's known for the first Hell in a Cell match. Do you think Hell in a Cell was their response to not only that cage match, but also War Games like a few weeks before this? All these cage matches, do you think WWF was like, let's throw our version of a cage in there?
I definitely think it's a response to War Games, because back in 1997 and stuff, I mean, War Games had a top on the cage. It wasn't as tall, and I'm assuming that was Vince McMahon or Russo or whoever the fuck's idea was, well, we can't do two rings, but we can make the cage taller.
That's bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger is always better.
Hey.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true. But yeah, man. So yeah, Bad Blood. So, again, the first time I've seen this show from start to finish, there was some stuff I was pleasantly surprised with, but all in all, there was a lot of cheekage on this show. And
yes.
Me and Matt were talking the other day. I think there's a match on this show that is in the running for worst of the year, I would say. I won't say which one. I won't say which one. But it might involve a few flags. God hates flags, I always say. So, but first of all, before we get into this, did you guys note the theme song for this event?
No, I did not note it.
Whose theme song would this end up being? A little trivia. Pretty much the gist of it.
Can you give us a hint?
Not Shamrock. A hint. It's close to Shamrock, though. You're in the same genre of person.
Hardcore Holly?
No, still kind of close. They would go on to have a more iconic theme, but this is their first theme.
Is it Lethal Weapon?
Ding, 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 ding.
I was just about to ask if it was a black man.
Oh, man. It was a black man, a Steve. black man, if you will. But yeah, shout out to Fretz, by the way. I was on his show and we talked about that for some reason. So
Nice.
well,
Shout out to Fretz.
Shout out. But
Steve Blackman,
we love
too.
Fretz.
no Steve Blackman here. By the way, Sam Munchnick, we'll talk about this later. Sam Munchnick is up for people who know Fretz. Feels like Fretz in 50 years, but we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that when we get there. But man, not to start the show on a down note, but my goodness, if anybody, when people think of Bad Blood 1997, their first thought is probably the Hell in a Cell match, but the second thought is probably, unfortunately, earlier in the day, Brian Pillman passed away, and it was interesting seeing how they handled it. Which it's a weird. I mean, there's no manual like, oh, if one of your wrestlers dies on the day of the show and he's booked, like how do you handle it? How do you spread word to the audience why he's not here? And I think it was like super right before the show, so I don't even think they had all the information. I don't know, what thoughts on, I guess
the wording was so bad. It was kind of like, it was kind of played off as like a throwaway. It's like when Vince said it was kind of like something that he had to just fill in. Like there was no,
we got to scramble.
Like no, like, oh, rest in peace. To your family, thoughts and prayers. It wasn't nothing like how it is now. It was just like Brian Pillman is dead. Coming to the ring, Nation of Domination.
Now here's some midgets.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, it doesn't surprise me at all because this is the same man who continued to show 2 years from now when Owen Hart fell to his dad's life.
Okay.
He learned nothing from this 2 years from now. So,
and he doubles down the next night, pal. Let me tell you.
Oh, gosh.
Boy, howdy.
It gets worse in 24 hours.
Yeah. Just when you think it can't get worse, it does. But yeah, I guess they acknowledged it on the free for all too, and I didn't go out of my way to find that. So maybe they did it in a more like tasteful way there. But the show opens and the Nation's coming out, and it's just like, oh, but JR's like, oh, by the way, Brian Pillman died earlier. All right. Anyways,
yeah,
The Rock's here, isn't he wacky? Like kind of thing. So, but yeah, super sad. I always thought it was a drug overdose, which I guess it technically was, but I think it was just like prolonged drug use, enlarged heart disease kind of thing. But yeah, I guess his dad suffered from the same deal. But yeah, rip in peace, Brian Pillman, I suppose. But anyways,
listen, Brian Pillman had an enlarged heart and died, and Brian Pillman Jr. is enlarging the breasts of his wife/fiance and posting the news on the internet.
Couldn't have said it better myself there, Matthew. Couldn't have said it better. Well, we got a 3-on-2 handicap match here anyways. By the way, that's the tone, by the way. We're talking about somebody dying. It's like, all right, here's the Legion of Doom. Here's Road Warrior Hawk. So this is supposed to be a 6-man match. Ken Shamrock was supposed to be the partner of LOD to take on the Nation. But apparently Shamrock, in kayfabe, he was taken out with like an arm injury, I think. But apparently he was suffering from like a lung infection and a rib injury. He was coughing up blood. So like everybody's going down, and we're not even, there's injuries plaguing this entire show. So it's just a 2-on-3 handicap match. Hawk and Animal versus D'Lo, Kama Mustafa, and Rocky Maivia. My goodness. Oh, and by the way, Ahmed Johnson, by the way.
Yeah.
Add that to the list of injuries because he could have filled in because he's involved in this whole brouhaha, but he fucking, I don't remember this on Raw. He got like thrown to the outside and like ran into the announce table. And I guess there was a nail sticking out of the announce table and he like cut a tendon in his hand.
God. What the hell?
So he couldn't fill in all on top of like the leg injuries and other bullshit he's been dealing with. And yeah,
that was like on a Raw, right?
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 weeks before this.
Yeah, I remember that because they would just close up on his wrist, just like dripping blood. And yeah.
Dude, couldn't catch a break.
I did hear that they wanted to have Rikishi come in under the Samoan name Tua to team with Hawk. And Animal.
So we got the Nation of Domination here.
That's so good.
It's not. Don't encourage him. My takeaway here.
You don't want the team of Hawk, Tua, and Animal?
Tua.
Nation of Salivation?
Buddy, I could just picture you. You're on your tummy, shirtless, writing out your notes like Hawk Tua. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. I'm gonna bring this to the program. And everybody's gonna love it.
Actually, exactly what happened.
I hate the enjoyment that you still are getting from that. It pisses me off.
To be fair, I was only in my boxers. It wasn't just like shirtless.
Fly or no fly?
I always have a fly on my boxers.
Does anybody not have a fly? I always. Do you want an option with no fly? What?
I've bought boxers with no fly, and I fucking hate them.
It's not comfortable. You need
it's
the fly.
It's not comfortable.
You need the fly.
Like, when you're in jeans, do you know how cumbersome it is to pull your dick out and take a piss?
Thank you.
Right. You gotta be at the urinal and pull your pants down to your ankles. It's a whole thing. It's a whole rigmarole.
And everyone already looks at me weird when I do that. So
yeah. Yep.
Well, they're probably trying to figure out why is there a man with a snake in the stall,
Right. Speaking of snakes, Jake the Snake is not in this match, but you know who is? Hawk Tua. All right, thoughts on the match? Go. Say stuff.
All right, so okay. This match was just pretty much like a free for all on the pay-per-view. I will say, right, LOD, even though they are Smash Mouth mostly, I was kind of surprised. I was kind of surprised at how much Hawk was doing on his own. Like I was like, hey, saying I know there were some talks back in the 80s of Hawk being a single-ish wrestler, right? And I was like, okay, this guy, he's either giving lessons to The Rock and telling him how to like do things and be a kind of like an in-ring general and do all these things within the match. I mean, you could definitely see it. And Animal doing the same thing, but Hawk, you know what I'm saying? He kind of surprised me. Showed me a little bit more agility,
Well, he can fly. It's in his name.
Mm-hmm.
Hawk.
He can spread his wings too.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been more of an Animal guy than a Hawk guy. I don't know why. There's something about Animal. I actually have a picture of me and Animal together. He let me wear the shoulder pads.
Well, that's why. It's biased.
Well, that's not why. Hawk was dead by the time I met Animal, so like I could have killed them both. Yeah.
Allegedly.
The match was what it was. I mean, you've got future Hall of Famers on the Nation of Domination side in Kamu Mustafa and D'Lo Brown. The Rock was also there for some reason. And then Hawk and Animal, again, Hall of Famers, arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yes.
Handicap match. Like he said, it was free for all. It was what it was. It was an opening match. Nothing special here. Nothing that, blew my skirt up.
Sure. Yeah. So in watching all this stuff chronologically, the thing that stood out to me was how much of a breath of fresh air this new version of the Nation is in comparison to Crush, Savio Vega, PG-13. Yeah. Like this was, it was unbelievably better. Just The Rock is still, he's a young Rock, but you can see why he would become a star. Just the little things he would do. D'Lo is D'Lo. Like he was starting to break out like the kind of like cockiness. He wasn't doing full head tilt yet, but he was getting there. Godfather's there. He's fun, I guess. But it's better than dumb Crush and Savio Vega bumbling around in there.
No, true.
So, and then, like you said, LOD, they brought out they were doing enziguris, they were doing drop kicks. Like, I mean, this was a ball, I thought.
If you had to rank the gimmicks, Papa Shango, The Godfather, and Kamu Mustafa, what's the best? What's the middle? What's the worst?
I think Godfather is the best. It's got to be the best.
I agree.
That's when he was most over too.
And IC champ.
IC champ. He had the most titles at that time. Middle though. Middle for me has to be Papa Shango.
Yeah.
Remember he like torched Undertaker with like there's like flames coming out of his cane. Remember that? Like that voodoo cane that he had?
Yeah, he also gave
he also gave
Warrior AIDS.
AIDS, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe it's number one based on that. Based on these findings. He also fucked up the main event of a WrestleMania, which that deserves some props as well. So
yeah.
And wasn't Kama Mustafa like an MMA gimmick?
Yeah, I feel like there's two. It started out as a guy. It was the Supreme Fighting Machine, Kama Mustafa.
Yeah.
He had like the white T-shirt with like the red singlet over it, and he was like a boxer kind of deal.
He had a high-tech fade, right?
Yeah. I think this is the point where he like took Undertaker's urn and then melted it down into a necklace.
Oh, yes. That's cool. Yeah.
That's something. Yeah. I think they had a casket match, which I think was okay, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no. This version of Kama he's kind of a background character, I guess, but he fits. He makes the nation look badass. So he adds a lot, I think. But yeah, man. So, by the way, I think we see the first lowdown here from D'Lo. Little frog splash action, kind of just in the middle of the match, but would go on to be maybe one of the best frog splashes of all time. Who knows?
Oh, it's up there.
And that could be
D'Lo Brown, billed from Chicago, honorary member of the Chicago Meatpacking District.
Yes. Shout out.
Is that an innuendo?
No, it's right in your face. Meat.
Oh, okay. Meat packing. Can't get more in your face than that. No,
but also too, like this is one of the big first times that the rock bottom is used in like a big match.
Yes, right? I think it's the first time he uses it as a finish.
Is it okay?
Or one of the first times.
Not quite the actual rock bottom. Still the near. What do they call it?
I think it was just like, oh, what a high impact maneuver.
I think he means now it's technically a Uranagi.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it was like a modified version, I guess. Because remember, he used to like sweep the leg in the air.
Did he?
And then like throw it down. There was like versions of the rock bottom where it was kind of like, and then it became the rock bottom.
I think it just depends who he's giving it to. If it's like a
true.
Yeah, I mean, he used to hook the leg with his right leg when he delivered it, and he'd kind of kick his leg back.
Yes.
I never really noticed that. That does make sense.
I think a lot with Stone Cold.
Sure. I'm with it. Any spots in this match in particular? I know there was some good Rocky sucks chants. Rock had some good heat at this point. Like I said, just the way he was moving, I was like, oh yeah, this guy's a cut above everybody else in this match.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I love about Kyle? I have been on every single episode of the Apron Bump.
Every episode.
And he knows damn well that I do not pay attention to spots, yet every time he tries to get me to talk about spots, ask me about spots, if it doesn't have like some sort of weapon,
could have resonated with you. It could have,
I think the only spots I've ever talked about is when people are getting hit with toilet lids in fucking ECW.
Buddy,
like,
The Rock they spread animals' legs, and Rock just punched him in the penis. I teed that up for you. That is right up your alley, and it didn't even resonate with you at all, I guess. So I'll just be back here fucking myself, I guess. Thought you could appreciate a penis punch, but egg on my face.
Well, I also we're talking about spots. None of these three dudes knew how to really do it. Be a tag team. They would do like 5 moves, and they're like, okay, tag me in. We're like, you can tell, like, Rock,
that's a tag team.
Yeah, it's like
mentality.
No one's gonna.
You gotta stay friendly. Yeah, where are your opponent? This is why you were never a tag team champion, Juss. To my knowledge, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I just didn't have the right partners. You know, just didn't have the right partners.
Damn, I'm gonna tell Benji and Vince you said that.
Could have been trios champions, man.
We were a trios champion, not tag team champion.
That's
I'm gonna tell Charlie you said that.
Yeah.
I'll tell him. Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Charlie. Yeah. Hello, I am Charlie, or whatever he sounds like. Rock bottom for the win on Hawk. Bing, bang, boom, yada, yada.
Cool.
And Nation gets the win. And then we progress from that to old Sonny and Doc Hendricks backstage plugging the Superstar Hotline. Hey, we got some interviews with the winners and losers. Tell them, Sonny. Yeah. Eat your ass, Doc, or whatever she said.
Yeah. Someone pooed in my to-go box.
Yeah. I think she was like, hey, Doc, you want to go out after this? So do you think Doc Hendricks gave her the old P.S. Hayes?
Hell no.
Doc is a good looking guy.
The only thing getting plugged.
That's good. See, that's why we bring you on. That's the kind of content that I expect from you. Oh, by the way, Brian Pillman's dead, everybody. So we got
Stupid.
That's how it is. It goes from Sonny fucking flirting with Doc Hendricks to Vince be like, all right, well, we were gonna have Dude Love versus Brian Pillman here, but well, I guess we can't do that. And somebody didn't show up, so we had to scramble. And here are some little people. Watch them fly around. Oh, they're small. Goddamn, Brian Pillman's dead. Anyways, but yeah, he does give his condolences here. He's like, he's given the update to the audience that there was no foul play, possible drug overdose. He says he's like, well, there's a problem in all sports. He's like pissed, which I guess is whatever, but. Yeah, midgets or whatever, dwarves, whatever they're called now.
Little people.
Well, 97. We're in 97, everybody. We're in 97. We could say.
Yeah, so you can say midgets. Yeah,
there's a lot of things we could say, huh?
I think that Jerry Lawler is very into midget porn because, like,
sure,
thou doth protest too much. Like, he is so against the minis going in there and doing their thing, and like so upset by it. That it makes it feel like he's overcompensating a little bit. Like he's trying to hide the fact that he's really into it.
That he's really a fan.
Right.
Okay.
He's definitely into small porn, if you know what I mean. But allegedly. But we got Max Mini and Nova taking on Mosaic and Tarantula.
Yes.
In a tag team match. Sure, it's kind of a one-on-one match when you really do the math, but fun match. They're both halves. Everybody. They're small people, not whole people. We got Max Mini, Nova, and Mosaic Tarantula.
I just love that you acknowledge your fan base can't do the math on their own.
I don't want people thinking I'm stupid. I know there's four humans here. I thought this was fun. I always thought that like they could have like a minis division could have been like a thing, like a consistent thing, and never really stuck. But I thought it was a fun little novelty act here. What'd you guys think about it? What spots stuck out to you guys? For
the short time that it was.
Come on now, Justin.
It was great. There was minimal highlights here and maximum hits there because there's some things in there, and I know they're doing lucha, right? But they would just throw like Nova to the ropes, right? And then like Tarantula or Mosaic would just straight up just clock him.
Dude.
Like it wouldn't even be like a counter, it wouldn't even be like a wrestling move, it just straight up clock his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like there had to be some type of argument backstage. Like before they went out, where like Tarantula and Mosaic were like, fuck these guys. They're not gonna sell for us, but we're gonna just fucking do whatever we want. Because Max Mini and Nova, they're doing all their aerial assaults that you've seen on Shotgun Saturday. Shout out. They're doing all their things that they're supposed to. And each time that they look like they're gonna land a Hurricanrana, it's just clocked in the face.
Big boot or boot.
Yeah, for real.
Watching a little person get knocked because the fulcrum is like short, right? Because they're like so close to the ground, so they like they go horizontal so fast. So it's like such a dramatic like goosh, and it's sensational. I love it. Matthew.
Also,
thoughts?
too, I also think that Vince saved a lot of money with this match too because he didn't have to pay full price.
Yep.
There actually was a spot I enjoyed in this. So when Hornswoggle put the chair on El Torito then did the Rolling Thunder into the splash onto the chair.
Yeah. Excellent.
Matt, did you watch TLC 2016 again or whatever?
WLC? Was this not WLC?
Yeah, I know the Nation was on that show too, but come on, man. You had one job.
Fuck.
This is why he didn't want to name any spots. He didn't watch the match. But yeah, this was look. I don't want to call this a Mexican jumping bean match, but like, there's no better way to describe it. There's just no better way. Like, I say that, and you have the vision in your head. They're just bouncing around everywhere. They're getting swept. They're doing backflips. They're flying to get gorilla presses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it. I'm not. Thank God I didn't.
But
the views and opinions of Pretty Kyle do not reflect those of the Getting Off and or formerly known as the Smack and Raw podcast.
Oh man, but the finish was it left a little bit to be desired. Minnie comes off the top. Tarantula, I gather, was supposed to catch him into like a tilt-a-whirl situation, but he just fell over because he's dumb. And
he had 8 arms and couldn't catch him.
Right?
No, I'm telling you, they did not want to do anything for them, like the other team. They just like, okay, we're supposed to catch him? Yeah, fuck that. You know?
Yeah. You're probably right. But he just gets up and just like pretends it didn't happen. He just redoes it, and they do a sloppy tilt-a-whirl crucifix pin. The guy's shoulders are all up, and Mosaic even comes in and breaks up the pin before 3, but the referee's like, I think I've had enough of this match. So he just counts the 3. And who even wins? The faces win. Max Mini and Nova, not Simon Dean, if anybody's confused. Just a different Nova. So, yeah. Good stuff, right?
Good stuff. I mean, when you go back and watch, if anyone is going to go back and watch, Max Mini and Nova, they look like they're concussed when they're on the way back to the ring.
They're just Mexican.
No. If anyone's going to go back and watch Bad Blood 1997, fast forward to the Hell in a Cell and just skip the rest of the fucking paper.
No, this is worth a watch. This Mini's match is worth it. It's not a good.
Oh no,
I
don't know about that. Match. I don't know about
that. I mean,
I don't know what I disliked more, the last tag match or this tag match.
Can we talk about that? Why are there so many goddamn tag matches on this show?
Yeah, right. Because
for a man who hates tag teams and can't book tag teams, he sure loved to put them on his pay-per-views.
I mean, Jiminy Crickets. I mean, I guess we were supposed to get a singles match between Dude Love and Brian Pillman, but guy didn't show up for work, so we had to scramble. And so we got the tag team titles on the line here. We got the champions, the Headbangers versus the Godwins, of course, comprised of Henry O. Godwin, Phineas I. Godwin, accompanied by Uncle Cletus. Uncle Cletus. Thoughts on Uncle Cletus? I'm not too familiar with the lore on Uncle Cletus.
Neither am I, but they're just like, okay, we need a white trash looking farmer person. Okay, let's just get Uncle Cletus.
Do you think Vince came up with the name?
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Stereotypical ass fucking name for a redneck. Oh, he's Cletus. God damn. And Sonny's here, though. Sonny's here to be the guest ring announcer. And I do like that they kept the lore of the Godwin Sonny fiasco with her getting slopped. There's still the hostility there. So I like that they kept that thread. But Headbangers and Godwins. What was your guys' favorite botch of this match?
Well, first and foremost, Uncle Cletus is TL Hopper.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I'm assuming he got the spot because they didn't want to pay Hillbilly Jim anymore, or something happened with Hillbilly Jim.
Makes sense.
I don't really have much to say about the match. It was what it was. I will say it's surprising how much they shit on Marilyn Manson during the match when he's going to be the theme song for SmackDown in about 2 years.
Yeah, good point. It's the changing times. It's a transition period, perhaps.
Right. A lot changes from 1997 to 1999, as I've talked about. I was surprised at how I forget how over the fucking Headbangers were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, people loved the Headbangers, and I don't blame them. Mosh and Thrasher were fun. Who doesn't love men in skirts? I know I fucking do. Republicans, that's right.
GETCHO. No, but at one point, because I was getting back into wrestling. Like, the last time I watched wrestling was in the early 1990s. So that was still Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior and some other people. I thought that these were the Bushwhackers kids.
I could see it.
And I was like thinking like, oh, maybe I'll root for them because they're so much like the Bushwhackers, but they're just into
because they were white and bald. Juss,
come on, Juss, have some goddamn respect. It's 2025. God, we try to have a PC show here, and you guys are just ruining it. Anyways, we got headbangers, we got Godwins. Let's see. Let's go through the list of almost paralyzations that happened in this match. First of all, Pig, he does the deal where he spits in the air and he catches it in his mouth, but he like overshot it and he lost it, and then so that was the omen for this match, I thought.
Yes.
Thrasher powerbombs himself seemingly with a dive off the apron, breaks his neck seemingly. A double flapjack from the headbangers to Phineas. Phineas thought that bad boy was going to be a back body drop. No. It was a flapjack. And what happened was in the middle somewhere where he cranks his neck below his body and continues the match somehow. They were fresh off of Steve Austin breaking his neck. So, I mean, they're just, big yikers all around.
Yeah.
Headbangers, though, I agree. They were super over. They had some fun double team moves. They did the old world's greatest tag team move, the old team angle thing on the ropes.
Yeah.
A little top rope, a gourd buster. They're power bombing each other onto everybody. But ultimately, Pig catches Mosh off the top rope with a pretty nice sit out power bomb for the win. And new champs, the Godwins. Thoughts? Good stuff.
This was so random.
How so?
Right? I mean, yeah, they were popular, but I didn't think that they were like deserving of being champs. I think they just needed to be on something popular of that time.
Because
like they had no
build. The Godwins.
Oh wait,
the Godwins win.
Oh, I'm confused with the pay-per-view before this. Okay, sorry.
You got it.
Yeah, they suck. The Godwins suck.
Oh, they're fine. They're. I mean, I prefer Midian myself.
I prefer Naked Midian.
Midian.
Yeah.
In the slop? In the slop, perhaps?
Ooh.
No, with the fanny pack.
Oh, with the fanny pack. Okay.
You think that's where he carries the slop?
I will say he was definitely the hottest of the Ministry of Darkness.
I mean, there is Viscera. So
yeah, definitely had the thickness.
Largest love machine. Love machines in his name.
Mm-hmm. He always carried like 20 condoms with him.
Yeah, well, you never know where the night's going to take you. You might need 20. If you're going to have sex 20 times, I feel like you're not a guy that's going to have a condom on you. You know what I mean? Like you're really going to reload every time.
Every time I see Viscera in his Ministry of Darkness gear, I think of Missy Elliott in Super Duper Fly.
Yep. Beep beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? Viscera.
Man, I'm sure Missy Elliott would be pleased to hear that comparison. But after the bell, folks, we're not done with this yet. I know you guys are like.
Did we mention that Sonny was out there? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, you're jerking your pud to Uncle Cletus. Speaking of Uncle Cletus, he attacks with a horseshoe after the bell. Because horseshoe. Horseshoe.
So Sonny's shoe.
Yeah, he took Sonny's shoe off and passed him on the head. It was crazy. You should have seen it. And then we get a little slop drop to Mosh. I don't know why they attacked after the bell. They won. You know what I mean?
Right.
Skedaddle. Go celebrate. Go fuck goats or whatever you guys do.
Go with Cletus. Go. Come on.
Oh man.
We mentioned that Sonny was out there.
All right. Next match we got we got Stone Cold package. Cold package.
What?
So you guys were mentioning this is a turnaround point where WWF is starting to kind of turn the tide against WCW. And we get a big representation here as we're fresh off of Stone Cold giving the stunner to Vince. He's been stunning everybody. Slaughter, King, JR, my goodness. My goodness, they've been forced to be very creative with him because, breaking his neck the previous month, can't wrestle, but they've turned that to a storyline. What?
According to Stone Cold, Owen Hart did not break his neck.
Oh, I thought he did.
According to Stone Cold on commentary, Owen Hart did not break his neck.
just an ouchie?
Yeah.
A stinger, perhaps?
A stunner.
That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun.
It was right there.
Yeah, I'm a silly goose for not seeing it. But Vince, they're doing the whole thing on Raw where Vince is like, look, I can't have you stunning everybody. You got 3 options. You either give me a doctor's note that you can compete, or you can absolve WWF of all liability if you were to compete, or you're fired. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where we're at there. And yeah, good stuff, right? You guys remember the story playing out on Raw, or any thoughts?
Definitely.
Comments, concerns?
I mean, I just remember the vignette where Jim Ross visits Stone Cold at his house, and he's telling him he's telling him all these things that he can't wait to say to everybody that's back there. And then he has a bow and arrow, and he's like aiming it to targets where all their faces are on.
Hell yeah. Fucking savage.
Yeah, dude. That was like, this guy is gonna be something soon.
This is the birth of arguably the second greatest story in WWE history.
I'm not gonna ask you what the first is. What's the first? The other one that starts on the show? Yeah. I see. Yeah. But more on that later. But before that, thoughts on this?
Look at this guy. He looks like a damn wannabe Backstreet Boys, like a rejected Backstreet Boys right here.
He looks like my toilet brush.
Dude, what? There's something so unsettling about this version of Michael Cole. I mean, we're
this is Michael Cole? Holy shit. This is Tom Green.
This is
Tom Green.
See, my early memories of Michael Cole are like the blonde tips. It's like basically, it's like Michael Cole with blonde hair. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Dude. Look at this frat boy.
He does grow into those ears eventually.
Yeah, what is that? The ears are big, the spiked hair, the bad haircut.
Look at that, the thin goatee here. Look
at what is going on here, Michael? Jeez Louise. That's the voice of our current product right there.
He got so much pussy back then.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this guy fucks.
He took his pickaxe to the coal mine. You know what I'm saying? A few times. Come on now. Okay. Come on now. Talking about his penis.
Okay, mind me, daddy.
Well, Owen Hart doesn't want to be mined. I don't know what that means, but he's here with Michael Cole wearing the old Owen.
He's not a nugget?
He's not. Whoa, come on. He's mining for nuggets. Black heart, black lung. A lot of tie-ins there.
Cock.
Okay. Owen's here. He's like, hey, keep that Stone Cold away from me. I know I almost paralyzed him, but keep him away from me. You know that Owen Hart delivery.
Yeah.
With the I just broke your neck on his t-shirt. It's just good stuff.
I love that shirt. That's so good.
Do they still sell it? Probably not. Probably not.
I doubt it.
But before we get to the Owen Hart business with Stone Cold and Farouk and all that, JR's in the ring. You might be wondering, why the heck is Jim Ross in the ring? Well, we're in St. Louis, and we want to give some respect to some of St. Louis's most prolific wrestlers. Not people from St. Louis, but people who just made an impact on the scene. And I think this is a prime opportunity to play a little game of smash or pass. Gene Kiniski.
Pass.
I feel like he could take control. I feel like he knows what he's doing. Gene.
I was going to say, he might have a good grip. You know what I'm saying?
I refuse to smash anyone with cauliflower ears.
Look at the size of them, too. Those are whole heads of cauliflower.
So you see cauliflower ears, I see handlebars.
Who needs pigtails, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about Jack Briscoe?
Oh, pass. Hell no.
It's like Jerry, but worse.
Dude, this guy looks like he's into some kiki ass weird shit right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to smash Jack just so I can get the two for him and his brother.
Look at his hair part.
But they'd be
I can't trust.
Yeah. Okay. First and foremost, yes, I hear that, but also it's like one of those off the sight targets, right? Instead of shooting in the middle of his forehead, you got to aim a little to the right.
Right.
Maybe with the lights off.
You can just get it in that dimple right there.
Look at him. Like, he looks like he gives the best fucking hugs in that picture.
Yeah. Okay.
He would definitely, he would be the middle guy in Lemon Party.
He's also giving me pedophile vibes too.
Well, like, allegedly.
Too forward.
But man, it would just be so technically sound. You know what I mean? So I would like to see what he could do. But
come out of the house with this outfit too, man. Salmon and gray, like
salmon. I don't see any salmon.
No, not the shirt.
That's brown.
All right, like I said,
salmon. There's no salmon here.
Next picture.
Listen. Just doesn't see color, all right?
Yeah, clearly.
I don't know that.
Clearly.
I don't see that.
But this guy might. Dory Funk Jr.
Dude.
He held the NWA title for over 4 years.
What's that movie with Tom Hanks? Big?
Cauliflower ears.
He looks like a kid that went to that like wishing thing and he wants to be an adult, and this is him now.
No. He looks like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh,
or Steve Buscemi when he dressed up as a kid and tried to infiltrate the high school.
I see it.
Yeah,
it's very Steve Buscemi vibes. Yeah, it's like a kid that got in a time machine, but they just like kept the same clothes on him, but just made him older. Yeah, I agree.
And he got cancer.
Yeah, okay. Well, speaking of which, Harley Race. I don't know if he had cancer or not, but Harley Race is here. I mean, you gotta smash that, right? That guy's.
You think he'd have cauliflower ears? But look at those tiny little things. I'd hit that.
Okay, guy, why are we focusing so much on the ears? You guys fucking their ears?
Listen, it's one of the features that, kind of gets, things going,
The ears?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just because I said I won't fuck anyone with cauliflower ears. So now I'm looking at all of their ears to see who has them and who doesn't.
They're all St. Louis wrestlers from the fucking 30s. They're all going to have cauliflower ears.
That's what he's even doing the pose. That's what Randy Orton's going to look like when he's
doing the old. To me, Harley Race seems like he's the type of guy to set the mood. Candles, the right incense smell, dim lights, Luther Vandross playing maybe, or Kenny G, depending on your mood.
I don't think so, man. I think he's got a pull tab Budweiser on his nightstand and a cigarette. And he's going to keep smoking it as he's going nuts to butt on you.
You think so?
And when you don't finish, if you don't go get him another beer, he's probably going to backhand you.
Right. And he's definitely, never mind. Anyways, we got Terry Funk here.
Smash.
Definitely.
I mean, fresh off of his ECW title run, which is crazy.
Definitely.
I mean, just lost the title like 3 weeks before this. I mean, you got to go.
He still got it. Look at that. He's got a lot of swag still.
He'll throw a moonsault in bed. I mean,
cut the craziest promo you ever heard.
God forbid there's a ladder in there. Oof.
Oh, come on. Funky winners. Let's go.
What was that documentary that came out around this time?
Beyond the Mat?
Yeah. You watch that, he fucked too, so he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. Yes. He's hardcore. And last but not least, actually, no, I'm sorry, there's two more. We got this guy, Sam Munchnick. You do not get Sonny. Sonny does not come with this. It's not a package deal.
Are you sure?
Is that his name, Sam Munchnick?
Because if you pay it enough.
Okay. maybe that's the offer.
Yes,
you can either fuck both of them or none of them.
Yes. Look at that. Hold on. First off, look at that kid that's behind Sam Munchnick. He's definitely checking out Sonny and her body. Like, he's like, God damn.
He just became a man right there.
I would love to be HBK later. Or
Sun
Brett,
is setting.
Or Brett.
Allegedly.
I can't fuck Weekend at Bernie's.
And last but not least, Lou Thesz, the youngest and oldest NWA champion ever. It's crazy. This guy was world champion in the 30s. It's crazy.
It is. Lou Thesz, he also looks like an LBJ. Like you know when you go to what's it called, Disney World, and they have those hall of like all those like animatronic characters and shit. Like that's what he looks like.
The presidents.
Yeah, the presidents. Yeah. It wasn't
they're only at Disney
LBJ.
World.
LBJ was a president, right?
I think so.
Do you know what LBJ stands for?
Tell us.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me.
He's panicking.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Little Black Johnson, huh? That's what this guy has.
Yes. I knew that. I knew that. Just wanted to make sure.
Well, shout out Lou Thesz.
Shout out LBJ. Shout out
and LBJ, yeah, and William Taft. Shout out William Taft.
Zachary Taylor.
Didn't he get assassinated? I think he got. I think it wasn't like a duel or something.
Or no.
I don't know.
No, it was Zachary Taylor. Also, Lou Thesz, cauliflower ears like a motherfucker. That's a pass.
Oh, but that guy just, I mean, power missionary. Look at
I
through
feel
those
like
eyes.
he looks like that's what Red Foreman would look like if he was a real person.
That is Red Foreman. Yeah. Wow. I knew there was something there.
Those are more like Brussels sprout ears.
Come on now. That's me tapping you up if you were here. There we go.
Like the nation.
There we go. All right. Well, so we're fucking all those guys to sum up. Next match, we got the finals of the Intercontinental Title Tournament.
Okay.
What?
You talked about Austin and Owen leading up to it. Then we went into the Hall of Fame thing, and I'm like, did we talk about that match?
No, this is how the order was. Yeah, I know, it's very jarring.
It's very weird.
It's like, wait a minute, did we just skip that whole thing?
By the way, we should say like JR was like introducing all those guys, and then there was a whole video package for each guy. So that segment lasted longer than the segment here that we just did. So
yeah, and all of them tried to do their own like speech. It was like, someone cut it off, you know.
Yeah, that's
no offense,
but essentially, yeah. Shout out Sam Munchnick though.
Man,
but isn't it crazy that Sam Munchnick was in the ring that the first Hell in a Cell occurred in? And Lou Thesz. Kind of fun when you think about it for a second, right?
Yeah.
A little fun fact. If that ever comes up in trivia, you got it.
You know. Yeah.
You got it.
Bad blood, St. Louis.
And you can also tell them who won the Intercontinental title here, the vacant IC title. Of course, Steve Austin had to drop it due to injury, even though he's not injured. Mm-hmm. Farouk versus Owen Hart. It's the finals of a tournament that they've been running on Raw. I feel like it feels like Owen was pretty checked out here. I'm sure with the Brian Pillman stuff. I know they were close. So like, also he's wrestling Farouk in 1997. So there was no way this could be good.
Right.
This was pretty much just a Stone Cold Steve Austin segment with some wrestling in the background.
Yeah, basically.
Essentially. No, what did you guys make of this little ditty?
Got the shaft.
Yeah, I wanted to skip this, but I was like, maybe I'll see something in here that's worth talking about. And no, there really wasn't. I mean, other than the Stone Cold thing, but
he was entertaining, I thought.
Yeah,
maybe didn't deserve a pay-per-view match, but because he basically he takes over commentary. He's sitting next to the timekeeper, and then he takes Jerry Lawler's headset and he's fucking talking shit to Owen. And then he goes to the Spanish announce table. He's like, on delay, Tito Santana, like, amigo. Then the French commentary, he's doing all the languages. He's talking shit, and he's being Stone Cold. So it was relatively entertaining, I thought.
And then he helped match. Owen Hart win the match.
Very confusing. Is the story that he just wants to beat Owen Hart for the title?
Basically, yeah. Basically.
Well, now you got beef with the Nation. I mean, The Rock's a part of that, so I don't think he wants any of The Rock. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't see any way that could end up good.
Right.
Kama Mustafa also. So yeah, Owen Hart, new IC champion. I guess we're just gonna revert. I guess you could have just had Owen Hart beat Steve at SummerSlam, but that's the whole thing.
True.
But yeah, Austin gave him the win and throws the belt in the ring and then leaves. A weird little deal here, I thought.
That's like typical Austin of that time too. You know, just come in for a hot like couple seconds and then leave.
You're saying he arrives, raises hell,
Raises
and then leaves?
hell and leaves. Yes, exactly. It's like as if that was on a shirt or something, you know?
It should be. We should patent that before they get their hands on it.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, I think they needed a Stone. I mean, he's the hottest thing in the company, so I guess they needed something if he couldn't wrestle. And again, they had to get creative with how they showcased him.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd seemed to eat it up, even though they weren't hearing him. But they love seeing that big bald asshole. So
you guys know that is a shirt, right?
oh no, is it?
Yeah,
Fudge!
Sorry.
What?
Shoot!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's a blouse.
Oh,
It's a tank top.
What?
but we can still make a squirt.
Sleeveless shirt.
What?
It's a sweater.
What?
It's a hoodie.
What? Oh hell yeah!
Loves a hoodie.
I was
a hoodie.
running out of shirts, so I'm glad you cut it off.
I was gonna let you go as long as you guys wanted. Speaking of bald assholes, we got a few more here. We got I don't know what you guys are thinking. Gosh darn, I wish I could have another tag team match. Well, here's an 8-man tag team match. Race
Are we
war.
watching AEW? Like, what the fuck is going on?
A $1 million 8-man all-star tag eliminator match. We got whites versus Puerto Ricans. We got the DOA. This is what it is, right? The Disciples of Apocalypse versus Los versus Los versus Los Boricuas.
Baricuas.
Can you
almost got it?
Yeah, Los Boricuas. Fuck, why is that so hard to say?
Los Baricuas. Los Baricuas.
Los Boricuas.
There you go.
You're having a harder time with that than I had with La Llorena.
La Llorena.
Tell that whore to shut up. Can you guys name every participant in this match without looking at any notes or anything?
No.
How about you, Justin?
Well, obviously Savio Vega, right? Is in there.
Sure.
And there's like a Castello Jr.
Jesus Castillo. I don't know where that junior came from.
Junior.
Nope,
Oh, is that a junior?
Nope. Just Castillo. Not every Puerto Rican is
Hey,
a junior.
Juss, can you look me in the eyes? Will you do this?
You sure? Born in 1976? Jesus Castillo?
Can you look me right here while you do this?
Fun fact, I did have like just a card, but before you said that, I was kind of like, oh.
Literally, Savio Vega is the only person I know from Los Boricuas, and I hated Savio Vega. I don't know why. I don't remember why. I just remember like avidly hating Savio Vega back in the day.
Was it like the moveset or the?
No, dude, I was a child. I didn't give a fuck about moves. Like
Purely
there was something
racial.
about. It was something about like his. I don't remember. He came out and said something or did like. I know because he was feuding with Stone Cold for a while.
Yeah,
and that
he
was
was,
probably during like I was
That's
a
probably
big
why.
Stone Cold fan. I don't know if like he said he was gonna fuck every kid in the crowd's mom or some shit, but like there was something
Thank God you had to know
about
him.
Savio Vega that I just hated. Yeah, thank God I had a mom. For Savio Vega to try and fuck.
He bested Steve Austin in a Caribbean strap match, and at that point, you were just like, no more of this fella. I'm with you. I support that. But no, we got Los Boricuas, the team of Savio Vega, Jesus Castillo, Jose Estrada, and Miguel Perez. Taking on the Disciples of Apocalypse, 8-Ball, Chains, Crush, and Skull. God, what a bunch of fucking jack-offs.
Dude.
But they're so over for some reason. They love the DOA.
Yeah,
here
I
in,
never
St.
understood
Louis.
why. Why did they like them? Because like they didn't do really anything, you know. Just guy, like it's so funny because then like Undertaker would take the same gimmick.
You think he stole from the DOA?
Hell yes.
And did it better. First and foremost, listen, Brian Adams, Crush, is the most least successful wrestler of all time.
Yes.
He was Crush. He was the fake Undertaker. He was in the NWO. He was the least fun part of Chronic. Like he was in all of this major shit, but was like the least entertaining part of all of it. He was in the Nation as Crush. Like,
yeah. Like Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger is the modern day Crush. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because just like what Matt was saying, like he was put in a lot of big moments, a lot of big storylines.
Yeah, sure.
And just to be forgettable, like we only know Jack Swagger in AEW for that damn hat, you know.
I'm sorry, Brian Lee, not Brian Adams. Too many Brians with first names. Brian Lee was fake Undertaker, not Brian Adams.
Who is Chains?
Yes.
Crush. Yes. Was all those other things? Yes. And Skull and 8 Ball were the Harris twins or the Blue brothers.
Like for real, racist as fuck. Like,
no, they're just method acting. Method acting. Come on, just trying to get into character.
This is basically Ice, you know.
Is it Ice match?
The DOA, yes, yeah.
I mean, everyone in the DOA looks like the people who would have taken the sign-on bonus that
yes,
during fucking
thank you.
SmackDown
Yeah.
and signed up for Ice.
Yeah.
And they would have gone after Los Boricuas. I'm pretty sure most of those wrestling fans are like hunting down the LWO as we speak.
Yes. 100% true.
Well, I'll say this. I do like the aesthetic here of the Boricuas because when they first became a faction, they were just all in white. They had the white tank tops, the white pants, the white fedoras. Vince had a funny line on commentary. He's like, oh, they got a new look. They used to resemble ice cream salesmen or whatever.
Oh, God. Like ice cream parlors, like an ice cream parlor.
Yeah, which is very like a barbershop quartet looking ass. But
yes.
Now they're just like 4 Conans, basically. So
did you think there was a Carlos Estrada in this match?
Jose Estrada.
Jose Estrada. Do you know if he's related to Armando Alejandro? Estrada.
You know what? I bet you he is.
Estrada.
Get it.
Jose Estrada.
Work that tongue, boy. Work that tongue.
I'm looking. There's so many Jose Estradas. I can't. All right. This is not the first guy. Los Boricuas. Here we go. Deep dive time on Jose Estrada Jr. Okay, he is the junior. Let's see here.
But not Castillo. Castillo was not the junior. Estrada was.
I mean, he might have been. Who knows? Not resembling a.
No, he's not because apparently Armando Alejandro Estrada is Palestinian.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you're brown enough. You're Mexican, or whatever. I guess I never really specified what he was.
Shit.
Maybe.
That's like when they cast the Italian guy to play Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah.
By the way, Jose Estrada used to wrestle under the name Foreign Exchange.
Oh, nice.
I gotta find some of those.
Armando Alejandro Estrada's real name is Hazim Ali.
Okay, so can you do that by saying his real name?
There's nothing to roll in Hazim Ali. What am I going to roll my tongue to? Hazim Ali.
He can roll some.
Okay.
Ali.
Come on, guys. Let's keep the racism down. All right. Anyways, we got the Nazis versus the Puerto Ricans, and I mean, first of all, speaking of aesthetics, like I like the Boricuas, right? The denim, the bandanas, the flannels, but then DOA's out here. They got no bikes. Well, you just got a couple of guys in jeans, no bikes. It's like Johnny Sins without a boner. What's this gonna do for me? Thoughts?
Does having a motorcycle fit like a Puerto Rican-ness game?
No, DOA. DOA.
Oh, DOA. Oh.
The whites.
I'm sorry.
That was their whole thing. It was in the music. The brum.
Oh, that's right. They
just walked out. They just walked out like a couple of assholes.
Well,
listen,
maybe
I know you.
Maybe there was no
room.
room.
You really want to talk. What?
There was just no room.
We have 45 minutes left on this match, by the way, Matt, in case you're trying to move on.
I was going to say, I know you really want to talk about Los Boricuas and DOA, but I can't get off of Hazim Ali. Apparently, he was in a Cypress Hill music video, and he's from Chicago. So he's also an honorary member of the Chicago Meatpacking District.
Let's go.
I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy that means something to you.
Hazim
Ali. Oh, add some plane noises to that. If you're TNA in 2008.
Racist gang warfare minus the Nation of Domination.
Sure. A lot of denim. I think all guys had jeans. So that's something. That's thought. That might be a record. Vince McMahon on commentary says, there's going to be a lot of boots, fists, and clotheslines, which is very apropos. That's what it was.
Vince is the worst fucking thing on commentary ever.
Totally.
I hate him on commentary. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we're so close to him, like revealing that he is the owner of the WWE and getting the fuck off commentary, because fuck you, Vince.
Horrible.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And look, the match is what it is. It's whatever. It's a brawl. It's whatever. It's fine. This whole gang warfare shit sucks ass because there's no like defined babyface. I guess DOA is supposed to be, but like there's nothing to it. It's just like we're all one race, but the crowd loves them for some reason.
Oh,
I think the Bariquas like stole their bikes or something, which seems pretty heelish.
Well, that's why their bikes weren't there, Kyle. Why didn't you tell me that?
They could have
You're
done.
like, they came out without bikes. Their bikes got stolen.
I'm pretty sure they've brought the bikes back since they stole. I forget where we're at in the timeline, but they could have just gotten new bikes. I mean, come on, how much is a bike? Like $200?
A bicycle, maybe.
Yeah, get a fucking what's his name, Camacho. That bike used to come out with.
Yeah, the lowrider bikes. Yeah,
right. I guess that would have been Bariquas.
See, now Los Bariquas should have came out with those to mock DOA since they didn't have their motorcycles
or lawnmowers.
No,
you're right. They would never do that. They would never do that.
They would never do something like that on TV.
Nope, not at all. But yeah, it's just like 8 nameless dudes. So like watching the match is just like, oh, white guy number 4 versus Puerto Rican number 2. Oh, and there's nothing to like invest in or like attach onto. And even Vince McMahon, like somebody's got a chin lock on and he's like, oh, Los Bariquas got him. Like they don't even know their names. Nobody knows. Who cares? Who gives a shit? It's just a mash of nonsense.
Who is the canonical leader of DOA? Is it Chains or is it Crush?
Crush.
I thought it was Crush. Yeah, Crush, right?
And that is why DOA failed, because they don't really have a leader.
I would say Crush and Savio are the leaders of their respective.
No,
gangs.
Savio, yes, 100%. Savio. Crush is just another guy in that group that it's kind of like the Judgment Day when they're like, we have no leaders. And then like everyone was, Crush is not the guy you put to front a faction. He cannot talk on the mic. He does not cut a good promo. He cannot front a faction. It's like putting Farouk. Oh, wait, shit.
There's a reason Brock took it over.
No, I love Ron Simmons, and Ron Simmons deserved the world and should have been world champion, and it's fucked up that they never did it.
No, facts.
You know. But the match is happening, then all of a sudden, Crush with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker to one of the guys for the win. And so Whites win, I guess. The crowd goes wild. So 1997. That's 1997 for you.
Why didn't we get a Crush 316 says I just crushed that ass?
Ooh.
It's never too late. Wait, is he the chronic guy that died? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
I always forget which one. There's too many Brians running around.
That's what I'm saying, dude. There's like 90 fucking Brians. There's Brian Lee, Brian Adams.
There's 2 Brian Adams.
2 Brian Adams.
The
gentleman, Chris Adams.
Yes. Chris Adams, yeah.
Adam Bomb, too, which is a whole other thing.
Which is
we're
just tying the
loop. I mean, it's just so confusing. Guys, come on. Get it together. Well, Michael calls back with this time with Bret Hart and British Bulldog.
Oh, fuck this. Can we just not?
No, there is not a lot to this, but my favorite part is Bulldog's closing line. Do you remember?
No, what was it?
We're going to be victorious in St. Louis right here. And he just walks off. It's like he doubled down on right here when he didn't need to, and he had nothing else.
He is so bad.
Oh, he's sensational.
He was going to say right here in St. Louis and knew he couldn't say St. Louis again, so he just left.
Cut it off there. And that brings us to a flag match.
The worst match of 1997.
Possibly. It's between this, as of right now, In the hardest promotion battle, we are tracking Sid versus Undertaker as the worst from WrestleMania.
Really?
It's up for debate if this is worse. I'm thinking it might be.
No, this is worse. I actually don't. I heard you talk about the Sid versus Undertaker match. I don't hate that match like you did. I really don't. This has got this. I don't like. I guess technically the Patriot and was like and Vader were the good guys, right?
Yes.
In the match, because America
Allegedly.
But they didn't feel like good guys.
No.
Because he's with Vader, and when was the last time Vader was a babyface?
I think he's recently kind of turned out of like, I'm American though, so cheer me. It's basically a thing. And
the Patriot's name is fucking Delbert. Like his real name is Delbert. Delbert doesn't
American.
get to be a babyface.
That's fucking American as hell though. Delbert Wilkes.
I've never met a fucking Delbert in my life.
I bet you've met a Bert that you've never thought about it. It's probably Delbert. Yeah. Go ask your Berts in your life what their full names are. What do you think it's short for? Berticus?
Are you telling me like Bert from Bert and Ernie's real name is Delbert?
Yeah. Delbert and Ernie.
Delbert and Ernie?
I'm going to see if I can get Bert from Bert and Ernie's full name.
I don't think he has a birth certificate. But maybe he does. I don't know.
Let's see what Bert Kreischer's real name is.
Google.
Yeah, that's
Albert. Albert.
Oh, Albert. I guess Albert.
A lot of
also
Berts are Alberts.
But you don't know them. You don't know if it's Albert or Delbert.
I've never met a Delbert. Now, I would argue if I had met like a Del. I don't know any Dells in my personal life, but if I met a Del, I could give you Delbert for Del.
Del Taco.
Okay. Yes.
What's that have to do with
just food for thought, you know what I mean? Go ahead. Go for it.
Oh,
No.
I hate you.
So
Adele's good. If we're still on the Adele conversation. Adele's good.
I'm more of a Mac guy myself.
Hey, Kyle.
Yo.
How many flags do you need in a flag match?
Probably just 2.
What if it's a tag team flag match?
Oh, then you got to have at least 8.
No.
4. There's 4 flags in this match. I mean, this match is riddled with flags. So many flags in this match.
Yes,
I mean,
red flags.
Yeah. So there's, when you guys think of a flag match, what do you think the stipulation is? What does that mean to you?
I go up to the pole and raise your flag. That's declared the winner. That's how it is. Not a 3 count, you know.
Right, because it's revolving around the flag. You would think the flag would be the terms of victory, right?
You mean it's not the first guy to climb the pole and unleash both flags and then get a pinfall? Because why would it just be one flag if there's 2 flags for like?
Yeah, you would think.
There were a bunch of flags in this match. It was overrun with flags.
There is just flags everywhere. Too many flags.
Too many flags.
And too many tag matches too. I mean, again, another tag team match on this card. And
tags, flags, the Patriot.
Tags, flags, and man, that's getting really dicey here. I need to settle down. That was a tongue twister that I did not want to twist into, if you know what I'm saying.
I thought you said we were in 1997. It was okay.
Right. So these these dirty. All right. So the Americans.
We lost Juss.
He saw flags coming and he hates flags. He's
Someone
a flag
walked
hater.
into the fucking
Is Goya Bean store?
Yeah. And yeah, he couldn't.
I bet he's getting into a costume. Oh, never mind. I think we're gonna come back with a Patriot mask.
I wish.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, the Americans, I don't even know if we mentioned, it's Patriot and Vader versus the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart, and British Bulldogs. We got Americans versus Canada, kinda, even though Bulldogs British, but whatever. Apparently the Patriot was hospitalized with the flu a few days before this. Yes, Matt?
So he's part of the Hart Foundation, right?
Bulldog,
which is why they're considering him Canadian. But like technically, wouldn't Bret's sister be British by injection, not the other way around?
British by Injection is a hell of a band name. If nobody's taken that,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
It's also a great name for the title of this episode.
British by Injection. Oh man. So the Patriot's sick, and the Vader, I guess, has a injured arm as well. So I mean, even at full
He's
force,
fat.
yeah, but even at like full capacity, Patriot and Vader are kind of the shits. But now that they're like half speed, it's even worse. Bret Hart, I don't know where in the timeline he decided he's going to WCW, but he's leaving the next month, so you gotta think he's probably checked out.
I don't. Well, you also got to figure him and British Bulldog are checked out. Also, the same reason Owen was, because of
Yes,
Brian Pillman not showing up for the show and them having to shuffle things around.
right. Him no showing this event. Yep. No.
Yeah.
Did he no show?
Brian Pillman, yeah, he no showed.
Oh,
They didn't mention it on commentary, so you could have missed it.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was if you blinked, you would have missed it.
I thought he died.
He no showed his next birthday too.
Who knows? Yeah, and then all the rest of them. Bulldog's here. He's British. He's dumb. But yeah, the stipulation we should mention. So originally it was supposed to be you have to grab the flag. There's two poles on each opposite corner of the ring, and then you have to hang them
How
up.
does that work?
I'm pantomiming for the visual so everybody understands.
Yeah, just so you guys know. Yeah.
Which, by the way, they're so high. This is like the fucking silver dollar match between John Tenta and Boss Man. Like, why are these flags so high? And they looked at this as like, oh, these fat pieces of shit on the American side can't climb these poles. Let's add pinfall submission to it. Fuck it. Who cares? Whatever. So that's the situation. You can either win by grabbing your flag or pinfall or submission. There's no deal. Usually, like in a flag match, don't you get like your national anthem played afterwards or something, or like some sort of presentation? Nope, it's just there's happens to be flags as we have a really bad match underneath them.
And you wonder why Bret Hart went to WCW.
I was gonna say,
yeah, there's just like. By the way, I knew this coming into this, but hearing Kurt Angle's music at this point is always very jarring. It's like, what the fuck?
Yes.
That's the Patriot comes out with. So, and also, as you're mentioning, Matt, each guy comes out because they already have the flags hung up, but then they each come out with a second flag each. And then they're using these flags as weapons before they can climb up and get the actual flag.
Yes.
It was just a mess. It felt like there was no plan. It wasn't like particularly botchy, I don't think, but it was just sloppy. It was just, there was no rhyme or reason. Like, do we cheer for Vader? Do we not? It was a weird. Oh, what'd you guys think of this one?
The only spot that I thought that was pretty like anything to talk about is when Vader did like a moonsault and kind of landed it.
Dude, that was sick.
That was sick, and I'm like, oh damn, he crushed his kneecaps.
Yeah, and that's a wrap for Vader.
But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're just brawling around the ring in the beginning. Like I said, they're breaking their flags around each other's backs. There's a point in the beginning of the match where even commentary mentions this, where like Patriot and Vader are in the ring. Mm-hmm. Bulldog and Bret are on the outside, and they could have just like gone up and grabbed the flag, but they didn't. But then Vader gets pulled out, and this is when the Patriot decides, oh, now's my chance. Now that it's 2-on-1, and then he gets beat up, and he's just a big dumb idiot. So, yeah, it's just a mindless brawl. I thought there was nothing like particularly that I can point in on why this was so bad. It just felt like it never got going. It felt
There's
very
no chemistry. For anybody. Yeah, and then like this sucks too because this was Bret Hart's last like match before HBK. Survivor Series.
His last win.
Right.
Until WrestleMania 26 or whatever that was.
Oh my.
Yeah. Just there's a fan gets in the ring at some point. I mean, even the crowd's having.
Okay, I know. Okay. You saw how the fan got in, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, why did it just seemed weird to me that British Bulldog was trying to shove him back in with his knee. Like, did you see that? Like,
I did not know.
He like crouched down and he like tried to like stop him from crawling in with his knee. And I guess like the ref and whatever just like tried to just push him away.
Yeah. Maybe didn't want to concuss him with a kick.
I guess, but it was just weird.
He's here. He's right here. The Bulldog. Right here in St. Louis.
I would rather be on the back of a motorcycle with Brian Pillman than have to watch this match again.
You didn't die in a motorcycle accident. Wait, no, but he did get in one, though. Was it a motorcycle accident he got in?
Yep.
I thought it was just a car. Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'd rather ride in the car with Tammy Sitch in 2020 or 2022.
As long as you're in the car, you're fine. If you're on the opposite end, you're Bad News Bears. Well, anyways, Brett punches Patriot in the penis at some point. Hits Vader with the ring bell. Patriot hits his finisher onto Bret Hart. I'm forgetting the name of it. It's the full Nelson Slam. It has some goofy like it's like the red, white, and bomb or something. It's something dumb. You know what? I have to look it up. Sorry. The Patriots, because they made a big point of it at the last pay-per-view. They would not stop saying it. But
the name of the finisher?
Yeah. The Patriot Missile.
Oh, okay.
No, he had what is it? It's a full Nelson Slam. Tell me the goddamn name of it. Hold on. We're getting there.
Okay.
All right. Kathy Wilkes is his spouse. All right. That's some good. Trained by the fabulous Moolah. All right. That explains a lot. What is your finisher, you cocksucker? The Uncle Slam. Uncle Slam.
Horrible name.
It's so good. But that does not get the win for the Americans. Vader hits the Vader bomb onto Brett. A Patriot rolls up Bret Hart, but Brett counters the roll up into his own roll up and rolls up the Patriot for the 1, 2, 3, and then skedaddles. But then the Patriot attacks after the bell as if he was a heel. So everything is just out of whack in this one. Nothing resonated. I think the Patriot knew he was done here. I think he's pretty much done after this.
Yeah, because he doesn't come back for any major stuff after this, right?
Not that I'm aware of, unless he shows up maybe like one more pay-per-view. But yeah, he's essentially done. I don't know why they just threw this guy. You could have thrown anybody under that Patriot mask, and they choose Delbert.
It's because a certain person was supposed to be on the show.
It's all Brian Pillman's fault. You were saying it? I am with it. I think they just should have thrown Ahmed Johnson under the mask and pretended he's the same guy.
By the way, you were right. It was not a motorcycle accident. He was in a Hummer.
Speaking of Hummers.
Sonny?
Yeah. Watching this next. So that was the worst match potentially of the year. Following that, we got maybe one of the best matches, at least in my opinion, of the year. We got the first ever Hell in a Cell for the WWF champion, or the number one contendership.
Yes.
For the WWF championship. We got The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. My goodness. I mean, where do we even begin? Is this the best Hell in a Cell?
To me, yes.
Yes.
To me, yes. Oh, yeah. We all agree, yes. Kyle, you agree? Or?
And here's why. I love Mankind versus Undertaker, obviously, but this match didn't have to leave the cell and go on top of the cell. It didn't need the huge spot. Because even Triple H versus Cactus Jack at Royal Rumble, like where Cactus Jack gets backdropped through, like those are known for their big spots, the brutality. And as we go on, it's the same thing. I mean, outside of this, maybe Seth Rollins versus The Fiend, as far as best Hell in a Cells go. But no, I mean, this was the first one. This set the stage, and these are two of the best to ever do it, telling a fantastic story in the ring that is concluded by the greatest story ever told in professional wrestling.
The whole package. The match and the aftermath. Well, I guess it's during the match it happens, but yeah, best Hell in a Cell, maybe best debut, all in one seg. I mean,
yes. I mean, I even like the vignettes too, the build up to the Hell in a Cell. They just like had like the people building, everything, and then you had like that, you had like the spiritual type music, you know, and you just had
Were
the
they
build up.
deaf?
You know, you just had the buildup of all this thing coming, and when they unveiled it, like it was like, damn, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting hearing like commentary talk about this match, like for the first time, like setting the scene. It's a cage, but it got a roof. What the heck? But yeah, it gets repelled from the ceiling, which is fun. There's like no pomp and circumstance to it because now it's like do, and the blinky lights and the crowd is like, oh my god, everybody, they like kind of just slowly lower it and the crowd didn't even react to it. It's like, oh, I guess it's time for this match now.
And it's like it's not even the same cell, really.
As today, definitely not. No.
Yeah.
Well, because Kane ripped the door off it and they had to replace it.
I think they might have just replaced the door. Maybe
I
don't know.
Kane's fault? Maybe it was Mankind's fault for going through the top. You know?
I think it's Brian Pillman's fault, actually, but that's a whole other thing.
For no showing the event.
Yeah. Just he threw the entire chi of this event.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But I do like this element in the beginning, which I've never really noticed before. Sergeant Slaughter checking under the ring with a flashlight. Nobody gets in this. I want to make, which I do like the logic. Like it feels like it's kind of gone beyond people nowadays in kayfabe. It's like you gotta check under the ring, make sure nobody pops out, and Sarge is doing his due diligence.
Trust DX. All right, they could have dug a hole for China or to China, one of the two, under the ring.
Rick Rude could have been under there.
Aye.
Having one night in China.
Aye.
Mustache rides, etc., going on under there. But they assured that nobody could get in to Satan's structure.
No man.
And match gets underway. Yeah, just overall, this match is so good, kind of for the reasons you were describing. It's just like they didn't need like the super bells and whistles to it. They like kept it in the cell for the most part. They kept it in the cell. They utilized like the first like 10, 15 minutes of this match aren't even like in the ring. It's like in between the ring and the cell. So they're utilizing the thing, like the gimmick. They're doing it very unique things like the Shawn Michaels suicide dive onto Taker into the cage. They do the corner spot where Taker's like bouncing Shawn off the post and then into the cage and then back and forth, the cheese grater spots, all of that stuff.
The pile driver spot where HBK gets Undertaker on the pile driver, which is crazy.
Gnarly.
I do want to go back a little bit to the beginning of
Please.
like just the setup of the whole event too, because you know DX comes out and they do their thing. By the way, this is like one of my top 5 HBK ring gears too. It comes out and like this is kind of like pre-DX now, right? Like they already established at this point that they're a faction, right? And like the whole thing about HBK trying to like be confident in front of his friends and being like, yeah, I got this, no problem. But as soon as like this is how good Shawn Michaels is. It's like as soon as the cell starts lowering, his attitude starts changing. He starts selling that he's afraid. He starts selling that like, okay, I don't know if I could do this. Like small shit like that, like wrestlers don't do, you know?
Yes. No, I'm glad you brought that up because kind of just going back, like you said, like the promo before the match, Shawn's like you said, being cocky. He's like, oh, this match isn't for my coveted European title. Like he's being like dickhead Michael Hickenbottom. And then being cocky, and then Triple H is there. By the way, Triple H just gets cut off, which is hilarious if you go back and watch it. He's like about to talk, and then they just cut to the ring. But yeah, then Shawn comes out, and then Taker makes his entrance, and then he does the thing, and he gets in the cage, and he gets in the corner, and he like raises his hands, and then you hear like the pyro go off, and then Shawn's like, what? Like looking all around, and like the fear of being in this cell is something that I think has been lost over the years. Now it's like, I get a chance to be in Hell in a Cell. Oh boy. Here it was like, oh, we're like trapped in this prison. And that's the smaller cell too added to that. It made it feel like a suffocated. it's between this match and Undertaker and Brock Lesnar are like my two favorite ones, and for very similar reasons. Like it just felt like a fight with the Cell, not just like a match that happened to happen in a metal building. Like
for sure.
Well, a lot of that is Shawn Michaels is afraid to be stuck in that cage with the Undertaker. Like, and that's something we lose going forward, especially now and today, is like we're not putting someone in a situation where they're terrified of their opponent and they can't escape him. And Undertaker beat the living fuck out of Shawn Michaels this entire match.
Yeah.
Like you said, the lawn darts and the back and forth and fucking stairs and just all sorts of shit. He is pounding Shawn Michaels harder than Shawn Michaels pounded Sonny.
Possibly.
Not to mention that
or Bret Hart.
allegedly.
Sunny days. Shout out.
Also, like what you were saying too, the part where he gets like flapjacked, and Shawn Michaels' his feet hits the top of the cell, just to show like how much height the cell is.
They're exploring
Shawn
the
got
space.
hops.
That hops, man. Them hops. Those hang time.
I also want to be clear. The greatest story ever told in wrestling is the one that Kyle and I talked about a while ago between Kane and The Undertaker, and how Kane has burnt over 90% of his body due to the fact that he used to masturbate with embalming fluid. That is the greatest story in wrestling ever told. The other thing that spawns from this is obviously the Montreal Screwjob, because this is where Shawn becomes number one contender to go face Bret Hart, who defeated The Undertaker thanks to Shawn Michaels. Like all of that is building alongside Paul Bearer being like, I found your brother and he's healed from his masturbation injuries and he's coming for you, Undertaker.
Kane's alive.
And that whole thing, the Kane's alive thing, was like a long time before this. Like this was like months before this.
It was like months
That's
before.
what I'm talking about.
They almost it almost felt like they
together.
dropped it almost. Which is cool because it allowed the audience to forget about it, which made the end all that more impactful, I thought.
Yes.
And then also between Shawn and Taker, the whole source of this whole issue was SummerSlam, where Shawn was the referee and accidentally hit Taker with the chair. So once Shawn got done getting pounded by Taker, they got in the ring. Shawn hits the pile driver on the steps, which turns the tide. And then Shawn grabs the chair, which is the very lore-filled chair. It's like the Shield chair of 1997. They just cracks Taker on the head with it, because it's like the centerpiece of this feud. So they're bringing in like those storytelling elements into this. And then Shawn gets backdropped onto a cameraman, which it's been a while since I've seen this match. I was like, oh, was that like an accident? Like, is he actually pissed that the cameraman was in the way? Because he levels this cameraman.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Which he might have been. But this is all a ruse. Not a ruse, but they had to open the door of the cell to get this cameraman out, to get him to medical or whatever. And Shawn uses this opportunity to skedaddle, and
Taker
doesn't get far. Taker catches him, catapults him into the cage, lawn dart into the outside of the cage. And then Shawn does the sensible thing and climbs upward to escape, because how could that end badly? Taker follows, and I mean, this shit always makes me so. Even though I've seen this match, it always makes me nervous watching this rickety ass cage. It's like a hammock. They're just fucking walking on. Like, you're gonna trust these dildos that have built this cage that we just saw? Just guys in glasses and jeans just welding this shit. Like, who's to say it's not gonna break? Yeah. Do you guys support? First Hell in a Cell, and they're already doing top of the cell shenanigans.
Oh, I mean, I know that was like one of the ideas. I think HBK, when they were brought up that they were going to do this, he was like wondering, like, oh man, I wonder if we could do something at the top of it. Also, too, you mentioned the whole cameraman thing. Like, when you go back and watch this match, like, you see Shawn Michaels is already frustrated with the cameraman just because he's just in his face, like trying to maneuver outside of the ring.
Yeah.
And going through the cage itself, he's like actually like nudging the cameraman. You hear him a couple times, like talking shit to him. So like, I wonder at some point, like, HBK thinking like, okay, this could be my way out. If I like somehow fuck with this cameraman, at a point they're gonna have to like get him out of here, in which I can get out of here. So like I felt like there was like a little bit of a seed planted already.
Yeah. Yes, Matt. I feel like you have a thought.
Yeah, what we gonna? I was like,
I didn't want to interrupt. I was going to let Justin finish.
Okay.
But that's kind of the point that I was getting to about this being the best Hell in a Cell, is because we do have the spot where Shawn gets punched and falls off of the side of the cell, right?
Yeah.
But like the match didn't rely on that to like make this a good match. If we, as cool as that spot was, and in hindsight with everything that Mankind did with the cell, not as cool as what Mankind would do. Like if you took that out of this match still would have been a good match.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like that spot, Shawn falling from halfway up the cage through the announce table, like that wasn't like the be all end all, because Taker followed him, which I forgot. And he just like picks him back up and then like gorilla presses him onto the other table. And then he gorilla presses him onto the floor. Like he continues the beat down. Shawn's all bloody at this point. So it's less about the spot and more it's like, oh, now's my opportunity to really put the nail in his coffin, so to speak.
Oh,
because he's an Undertaker.
Wrestling.
He's an Undertaker. The coffin.
The coffin. Shawn Michaels.
You're playing chess. I'm playing checkers. Well, Taker gets Shawn back in the ring. He's like, now's my opportunity. He hit me with the chair at SummerSlam. Well, now's my opportunity to table the turns on him. Chair shot to Shawn. Brutal chair shot to the head. Tombstone upcoming. Wait a minute. Lights out. Sabu appears in the ring. No. It's gotta be Kane. Everybody knows the moment. You hear the music.
I hate that it was Vince that made that call.
It's a good one. It's his best, probably.
It's his only good one.
1, 2, 3. But
what a maneuver.
I mean,
because he doesn't know the name of any of the moves in the promotion.
Right.
But he knows about Undertaker's thought to be dead brother coming out here. Hey. That's gotta be. I guess he assumes because Paul Bearer's there and like,
right.
Dr. Isaac Yankem saunters to the ring. I mean, rips off the door, just looking jacked as hell. Probably Kane's best look, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah.
No,
you don't like you.
I disagree.
Which one?
2001 Kane in the tank top.
Okay.
The one that ran the gauntlet in the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's like the reverse, black and red, right?
The black and red tank top, but it's kind of see through.
You're thinking 99 Juss or like 2000 when he was like with Tori and DX, right. That whole thing. Yeah.
No, you got to go a couple more years.
Okay.
Yeah, because 01 he was like super jacked and he was
this is like Brothers of Destruction Kane.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Like I know the one you're talking about.
Not like weird, skinny Katie Vick Kane, but jacked Drew Carey Kane.
Yes.
The Pete Rose.
Little after Pete Rose. This is kind of Pete Rose Kane that we're.
This is technically Pete Rose Kane.
But the second Pete Rose time, he had the see-through, right? Like WrestleMania 2000-ish, right? Then he had the little netting.
I still don't think he was in the see-through.
The little netting.
No, I think that was alternating black and red Kane.
Okay. What about the Kane now? How do we feel about the
corporate Kane? Oh, that's a different Kane. That's 2014.
I love
Kane.
that. I love that he decided to live the gimmick. He was the devil's favorite demon, and now in real life he is.
There you go.
I do want to mention that like Kane's pyro doesn't get any better after this. Like the pyro that they used for this introduction is just crazy. Like the way that it explodes and the red from the light. Like the other thing too, like about this Hell in a Cell match that like the others can't do is like the organic like sound of the crowd. You know, like when Shawn, like the part when Shawn Michaels starts to go up, like you hear it like happening in waves, like like oh shit, right? And then when Kane shows up, like you hear a gasp from everybody as soon as that like explosion hits. Yeah, so it's like one of those, like Matt said, it's kind of like a horror movie,
Yeah, I mean, this kicks off one of the best stories in wrestling. It's so corny, but it's so good. The backstory was, as me and Matt talked about, I mean, in ad nauseum in one of our previous episodes. There's so much backstory to it. It's so good. They put so much effort into it, and they would continue to. So Kane comes in, door off, stare down with Taker, tombstone. By the way, a little nugget here that I never noticed before. It was very clear that Kane didn't know where Hardcam was because he didn't know where to he fumbled with him a little bit, but then he finally found it. Or maybe it was just no toying with him. Drops big take on his head. Kane leaves. Shawn McMichaels. I was thinking
Mongo McMichaels.
Yeah. Somebody else that does the tombstone.
See, yeah, exactly. It's all confusing. Mongo gets in there. No, Shawn crawls over, bloody.
Crazy.
Just an awesome classic Earl Hebner count. The slow, because he was knocked out at some point, I think.
Dude, the selling on Earl Hebner on this count, man. A legend. Just Shawn's pool of blood, Taker's laid out. Just a perfect end to it, I thought. And what's up, baby? What? Is there a comment?
Oh, I see. I didn't know you could add stuff here.
That came.
Look at that.
There you go. Yeah, you know what? That is dope. That is a dope Kane.
Full mask Kane. As long as he has a full mask, I think we're good.
We're good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Full mask with wig.
Yes. Was that a wig?
Which I didn't realize it was a wig until much later on.
I am 90% sure it was always a wig.
I don't think it was a wig.
I thought it was.
I think it was only a wig when he unmasked.
Really? Okay.
Because you can kind of tell if you look at his hair in that match with Triple H where he has to unmask, it's a little different.
Okay.
But
I'm pretty sure when he does unmask, though, he does have the huge bald spot.
No, yeah, at that point it's a wig. I don't know. Call in if you know. Glenn, call in if you know.
The hotline?
Yeah, Doc and Sonny will be shilling it. But yeah, man. I mean, anything else to say about this match? I mean, it's a classic match. It's always up there in terms of best Hell in a Cell matches, best debuts, kickoff to one of the best stories of all time. We're rocketing into the Attitude Era at this point. Just good shit all around in this one, I thought.
Yes.
I watch wrestling for the soap opera, for the drama, and there is no bigger soap opera drama than my dead brother returns from the grave to seek vengeance. Now, Kyle, unfortunately, you are going to have months and months of I will not fight my brother. I will not fight my brother, leading to a okay WrestleMania match.
I've seen the WrestleMania match. I don't remember fondly.
WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
The build-up, though. The build-up.
The build is fantastic. The match did not quite pay off the build.
I don't know if Undertaker and Kane have ever had a good match against each other.
No, they have.
No, they have.
Well, Chicago's? Would you say the 22 or 20? I'm sorry, not Chicago. Madison Square Garden when he came back as a dead man.
That was okay.
I was gonna say when he came back as a dead man and wrestled Bald Kane.
Yeah, the See No Evil.
There is the 2010 version of their feud is completely gone from my mind. I have vague memories of it. There's Nexus is involved. They have a Buried Alive match at Bragging Rights.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe those are good. I think they have a Hell in a Cell match too, even. And I think Paul Bearer turns on Undertaker again. So
I have to watch that. I have to watch that to find out.
But
it was never. They were never oh, I got to see this again. They weren't a match I would hit on repeat.
No. They had some fun tag team matches with each other, I think. Yeah. Chronic, of course, top of that list. But I don't know. But yeah, the story's all good, and it's the perfect time for it. Attitude Era. So all's well that ends well. Now we have Shawn versus Brett. That's Survivor Series. Sure, that'll be nice and smooth. Just a fun grapple session between two professionals. Can't wait to see that.
I don't want to spoil this for you, but that tag team we talked about at the beginning of the show, Hawk and Tua, does make an appearance at the end of that match.
Oh, because he spits. All right, I want to
in support of Bret Hart.
I wanted to hate that. I was about to kick you from this room, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. And I'll allow you, gentlemen, to kiss me? I don't know. Appreciate you guys hopping on here, talking some bad blood. 2 D's in the blood. Or no, 2 D's in the bad. 2 D's on this podcast in my blood. Or in my ass causing blood. Where can everybody find you guys? Where can I find you guys? Where can the people follow? It's all falling apart. It's like plug shit. I don't know.
I'll go ahead. You can find GETCHO podcast live on Circle Debate Network on YouTube. They have a watch along for all the shows, Monday all the way to Saturdays as well. I know they'll be doing the Survivor Series PLE watch along soon too. So you can find us there.
I don't talk about wrestling anymore unless it's for the sexiest thighs in professional wrestling, which is pretty Kyle. Or for my friends. I'll come on and talk shit. But I haven't been watching. I haven't been covering Smackin' It Raw is dead, and I blame all of you that are listening. But if you want to hear me talk about horror movies and you want to actually show me some support, you can follow me everywhere on Getting Off or at Getting Off, and all things It's Creation World at It's Creation World on YouTube, all the places where you can find all of the content that we produce and that I'm a part of.
Yay. Well, that's the show, everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Juss, why don't you leave everybody with one final thought?
Listen, if you want to be somebody and if you want to go somewhere, you just got to get up and pay attention.
Wait, was Brian?
I thought you were going to say Hawk 2 was spit on that thing.
Once again, thank you to Matt and Juss from the Getting Off podcast and the GETCHO podcast, respectively. Go check out all of their stuff. 2 great dudes, hilarious dudes. Check out their socials. Check out their pods. I'll put their addresses there too if you want to go pay them a visit. I'll put all of this in the description below. And check that out. Check me out. All my socials are there as well. Hey, you know what we got to do? Hit that jingle, Bartholomew. WCW, ECW, WWF. Who's the hardest promotion? Eric or Vince or Paulie? I think we can agree, though. Heck, Myers is the shit. Alrighty then. The hardest promotion battle of 1997 continues. WWF versus WCW versus ECW. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sharing my screen so you can follow along visually. But if you're listening on audio, I'll talk you through it as well. We got the overall scoreboard here up right now. But before we get into that, the first thing we got to do, because it feeds into this, the first thing we got to do is grade this show from a scale of 0 to 100. Bad Blood, 1997. What are we thinking? In Your House 18. I always forget it's an In Your House. 0 to 100. It's a very top-heavy show. Meaning there was only one good match on this show. That's not true. There was some okay stuff here, but yeah, really only one thing to write home about. But it was a big thing. Big time match, really good angle to close out this thing. So I'm thinking at least it's going to be around 70. It's going to be somewhere around 70. Is it above it or below it? Let's see. SummerSlam got a 67. I feel like this was better than SummerSlam. Ground Zero got a 64. It's definitely better than Ground Zero. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say 70. I'm going to say 71. 71 feels right. Let me enter that in, put it on my tongue, see how it tastes. I think 71 is fair. I think it's fair. If you disagree, sound off in the comments. If you disagree with anything that we're about to touch on, let me know in the comments. We can talk about it. Maybe we'll confront it next time if you provide a good argument. But I'm thinking 71 here. So we refresh this table here, and ECW still has the highest average grade of their shows. So no changes. We move on back to the overall scoreboard. We look at best pay-per-views based on the highest average score. ECW already had this, so they maintain those 15 points. So no change to the scoreboard yet. Best TV. WWF is improving because right now we're tracking WCW as the best. I'll tell you what, man, because we also got to factor. It's not just like this moment in time. It's like up to this point. So right now, I think maybe WWF could be better, but I think WCW has just had such a stranglehold on such a bulk of this year. I don't think we can change it from WCW to WWF. And ECW's just been, their TV is really nothing to, it's a lot of just highlights, and there's some good promos and stuff. And every once in a while they have like a TV taping, but yeah, there's not a lot of substance from ECW. So yes, I think WCW maintains this as for best TV. So they keep those 15 points. Best in ring. So just bell to bell. What are we thinking? Right now we're tracking WCW, and I think we're going to leave it there. And this show, I mean, look, WWF, the story of this year for WWF, they've had good stuff at the top. Just throwaway stuff underneath. And that's a theme throughout the Attitude Era, unfortunately. So WCW, they're still cooking with their cruiserweights. We got Eddie and Ray on the horizon. You got DDP and Macho Man still feuding. You got even the main event hokey stuff with Hulk Hogan and your Dennis Rodmans and your Lex Lugers and your Giants. Like even that's like good for what it is, right? So I think WCW holds on to this. ECW's on the come up right now, but they're ECW. It's a lot of walking and punching, with some good wrestling. Again, as it progresses on, we're getting more and more good wrestling from ECW, but I think WCW still holds on to this. So they keep those 10 points. Best out of ring. So we're talking characters, storylines, feuds, promos, what have you. We're tracking WCW as the best. Again, similar to in ring, like WCW is just, I think, the most well-rounded of the three. Like, sure, WWF, you got great stuff happening with Steve Austin, but elsewhere, not a lot happening. ECW, they feel like kind of in a lull right now, creatively. I think we keep this as WCW, personally. All right, so now we move on to the best section. No changes to the score yet, but now we move on to the best, where we look at the best of each criteria in 1997. Best match of 1997, we were tracking Bret Hart versus Steve Austin from WrestleMania 13. Hell in a Cell poses a threat to this. However, I think it just misses. It doesn't matter because it's going to be WWF regardless. But I think Bret and Austin still holds on to best match of the year so far. Best wrestler of the year, Stone Cold. Now, he's been on the shelf because best wrestler of the year, we're taking into account everything. We're taking into account in ring and out of ring. Steve had a strong first half, bell to bell. Talking first half of 1997, and his promos have been great. His character's been great. I mean, he's carrying Raw, even though he's not, at this point, not able to wrestle, which is something to be said. I'm almost wondering if we shift him to best character / storyline, because we got two different criterias here, right? We got best wrestler, which we're tracking as Stone Cold, and we have best character / storyline, which we're tracking as Taz. I'm gonna be honest, Taz hasn't done a lot for me this year. The stuff with Sabu was great, and Taz is such a consistently good promo and a great character. He's got a great presence, but there hasn't been a ton really gripping me lately from Taz. And when we're looking at the entire year, it's like, is Taz a better character than Steve Austin? I don't think so. I don't think he is. Especially with, again, Steve broke his neck. And now they're running the storyline. Steve he wants to compete, but nobody wants him to. Now Steve is stunning everybody in sight. He stunned Vince at Madison Square Garden. That has happened since we last looked at this, I believe. So, and then the stuff on this show even was very entertaining. I mean, he's, again, carrying the company on his back. He's the guy that is shifting the tide that pretty much kept WWF in business. So, and again, we don't take into account hindsight like that on these scores, but like, I think maybe we move Stone Cold to best character / storyline. Kick Taz out of there. Is he also the best wrestler? Or do we move Shawn Michaels into best wrestler? It's not Bret Hart. Bret Hart may have been in contention, but not after that goddamn flag match. I feel like Shawn hasn't done that much this year, though. Like, he had a solid match with Stone Cold at one of the In Your Houses, I think it was, or King of the Ring, I think. Not a lot of barn burners from Shawn other than this Hell in a Cell match. Is Stone Cold the best wrestler and the best character? He just might be. Now, wrestler, is there somebody from WCW that we're overlooking? Do we throw like a Rey Mysterio in there? An Eddie Guerrero, a Dean Malenko, DDP? I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Jeff Jarrett, Chris Benoit. Anybody from ECW, a Shane Douglas, Balls Mahoney. God, I don't want to have Stone Cold in both categories, really, but I think he might have to be. Taz? No. Here's the thing, though, guys. We got Halloween Havoc coming up very soon, and I think that might shake some things up here. Perhaps. Ray, I feel like, hasn't done that much this year either, though, and neither has Eddie. Eddie's just starting to hit his stride here. Benoit's had a lot of good stuff, but nothing super significant, in my opinion. Damn, you know what? I think we're just going to leave it double Stone Cold here. 2 birds, 1 stone. Huh? Wait, that's 2 stones, 1 cup? I don't know. All right. So that's the first update we've seen to the scoreboard in a while. So, and WWF needed it. They needed it. So we move on to best segment of the year. We're tracking Jerry Lawler's debut at WrestlePalooza. Now we can throw in, it can make it a 3. Actually, it would be a 4-peat because Steve Austin also has the best match of the year. Now, do we dare put the best segment also as Steve Austin stunning Vince? I don't think so. I don't think that's better than Jerry Lawler's debut in ECW at WrestlePalooza. I don't think it's better than that. WCW. What do we got in WCW? Anything fun happening over there? Any big segments? Again, if there's anything I'm overlooking, guys, feel free to leave a comment, message me in the Discord or something. I can't think of anything better off the top of my dome, so. My spot. That whole thing, maybe, in WCW? No, I don't think so. All right. So no change there. So now we move on to the worst match of the year. Oh boy. Currently we are tracking Undertaker versus Sid at WrestleMania 13. I'm gonna tell you this, guys. I've thought about it. We talked about it on the podcast. I posed the question. Was the flag match from Bad Blood, Bret and Bulldog versus Patriot and Vader, was that worse than Undertaker versus Sid? My answer, officially, is yes. Bad Blood flag match. Boom. Now it's still WWF, so no change to the score, but just for prosperity. Is that the word? Probably not. Yeah, I just think it was just so bad. Like, I don't know if we articulated it well enough because there was just so many silly things to make fun of. If you just go and watch the match, like, there's not like botches. There's not like, I don't know. It's just, there's no rhyme or reason to anything. And it could be due to Pillman, which I can't, I'm not gonna, shit all over him for it. Like, I understand it, but we got to call a spade, and it was a very bad match. It was very disconnected. There was clearly no plan. The stipulation was stupid. Why is the WWF champion in this random ass tag match? Why is Vader randomly a face? Why is the Patriot still here? He stinks. Bulldog's checked out. Brett's checked out. There was just, we talked about it in length, so I don't need to like repeat myself here, but it was just so like sloppy. I'm watching it as like, what are we doing? It's so long. It's such a bad match, man. I can't say it enough. Such a bad match. And then I think worse than Taker versus Sid. Taker versus Sid was a very bad match. And I've always like amplified it because it was the main event of WrestleMania. But I mean, this flag match was a co-main event of a pay-per-view as well. And Taker Sid, I think it was honestly like, it was almost like not a terrible match. It was a bad match that had no heat to it. And it's still bad. It's still the second worst match of the year. But I think Bad Blood Flag overtakes it. Worst wrestler of the year. You know what? Because we're tracking Prince Iaukea. Haven't seen the Prince in a while. He's kind of just a jobber now. Had a really rough run in the middle of the year, maybe beginning of the year as a TV champion. That still holds weight. But here's my question to you guys. Who is worse? Prince Iaukea or the Patriot? The Patriot stinks. Inexplicably in the main event, fighting for the world title. Had chance after chance. Now, Ground Zero, though, I feel like wasn't that bad of a match. I honestly don't really remember a lot about it. I feel like that wasn't a terrible match, but I don't think it was a good match. And when you can't have a good match with Bret Hart, there's something to be said about that. I kind of want to throw the Patriot. Oh man, here's what we'll do. We'll put a pin in the Patriot because when we get to the end of this, we're gonna have a finale of some sort. We're gonna relook at everything. But I think the Patriot. I'm also not sure if he hangs around. If the Patriot hangs around and continues to just stink up the joint, he's gonna be slotted right in there. But we'll leave Prince Iaukea. At least the Patriot like looks kind of cool, you know what I mean? God, but he is fighting for the though. But I think he didn't. I don't know. Again, I'm struggling. Let me know what you guys think. Prince Iaukea or Patriot? We're gonna leave it as Prince for now. But next time I look at this, I might have a different thought. Worst character / storyline of the year. We're tracking Honky Tonk Man, Billy Gunn, Jesse James. Again, we haven't really heard from this in a while. I dare say I think we're about to approach them linking up as a tag team pretty soon here. Which is not the worst of the year. That ends up being very good. What else would be here? I mean, do we put like the Marlena, Brian Pillman, Goldust stuff? Maybe. I think Goldust and Marlena get into some really shady stuff after this too. I don't totally remember. But it's still WWF, so I don't think it really matters too much. Is there anything from WCW or ECW that's worse? In terms of characters or storylines, none that are jumping out at me. What? I can't even think of something from WCW that's like bad. Like there's some bad stuff, but nothing that like lingers. You know what I mean? Nothing that really stays. Nothing that sticks. Maybe like the Jacqueline versus Disco Inferno stuff, but I think the jury's still out on that. We're just kind of starting that at this point. That might be a contender. We'll leave it as Honky Tonk Man, because fuck the Honky Tonk Man. All right, and last but not least, worst segment of the year, Miss NWO from WCW. We're gonna leave it there. Now, I've alluded to it in the past couple episodes. I theorized that potentially we could see Miss NWO being overtaken by the Melanie Pillman interview on the Raw after this show. And I have gone back and watched it. For those unfamiliar, it's, you know, when Melanie was interviewed by Vince McMahon the day after her husband passed away. Which, even just hearing that, it's like, holy shit, that's gotta be it, right? That's gotta be the worst of the year. It's very bad. I'll say this, though. Maybe I just had, like, high expectations, like, in a negative way. I went back and watched that interview. It's not quite as bad as I remember. Conceptually, it's still horrendous. Like, it's a bad idea. But allegedly, like, it was Melanie's idea, and like, obviously she wasn't like forced into it or anything. So, but you still have Vince asking, like, have you thought of how you're gonna feed your kids now that you're a one-parent household? Like, it was handled very poorly. But all in that being said, that was a like 5-minute segment on Raw, maybe 10-minute. Miss NWO was just like, it felt like half a pay-per-view. And just like, from a technical standpoint, Miss NWO was awful. The fact that they kept doing Miss NWO after, like, I'm going to leave it as Miss NWO for now. Again, this might be something we come back to. We'll put a pin in the Melanie Pillman interview. But right now, I feel like Miss NWO was worse. Somehow a beauty pageant was worse than interviewing a grieving widow the day after she became a widow. That's how bad Miss NWO was. Shit. Well, that's that. Finally got some updates to the score after a long stretch of stagnation here. WWF gained a little bit of ground, still in last place with 9 points. ECW has 20 points. WCW has 29 points. So in reality, WCW maintains their lead more firmly than before. But WWF slowly creeping back, and we got a lot of stuff happening in Q4 of 97. So stay tuned and see where we end up here. It's getting hot and heavy. It's getting hot and heavy. It's getting hard and heavy. It's hung and heavy. I don't know. I don't know. I appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, much love to all of you. And I will, at this point, bid you adieu. Mwah. Big smooches all over that cute little face of yours. Mwah. Mwah. I'm hard.
Yeah. It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock it. Let's get it started. It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock it. Let's get it started.